Okay, I have a question for you. What super simple methodology can significantly improve your career trajectory? Now, if you don't know the answer to this question, chances are your career is going in a direction that is not best for you. If you don't take control of your career and you guide your career, somebody else is going to guide it, and it's going to be better for them, that path, than it is for you. Every product development professional starts their career with a million different paths that they can go down. What you want to do is get on one of the paths that is best for you. And there are numerous paths that are good for you, but you do need to take control. You need to guide it. You have to be actively, purposely looking to guide your career so that it's on a path that delivers to you what you want out of your career, what you want out of your career and your life. Now, the next thing I'm going to say might not be intuitive, but what I have seen in my 30 plus years in product development is that you cannot really engineer your career. If you plan out a very specific career path over the next couple of decades, it's not going to happen like that. It is very difficult to stick to a pre-programmed path. If you ask somebody who has been really successful in product development, ask them about their career path. 99% of those people are going to tell you it's nothing what they thought it was going to be when they started their career. That is typical. And the reason it's so difficult to stick to a path, or it's not even difficult, it just doesn't make sense, is that there are a lot of random events that occur. Events that just come out of nowhere and you don't have control over those. Those are going to throw you off your path to where you want to be. The second thing is that opportunities will arise. Opportunities arise that are things you want to take advantage of. And if you stay on your very prescriptive path, you're not going to take advantage of those opportunities. So these uncontrolled events and these arising opportunities that you just can't foresee, those are the reasons that it's very difficult to stick to a prescribed path. You need a tool that is going to allow you to adjust to these things, as well as you need a tool that is going to allow you to compensate for your changing wants from your career. As you gain more experience in your career and life in general, what you want from your career is going to change. And you want to be able to adopt those new ideas, your evolving desires, your evolving skills, your interests, and your risk tolerances as well. So you need a tool that is going to allow you to react to random occurrences that come up, to great opportunities that come up, and yourself, who's always going to be changing. So now I'm going to teach you an insanely practical methodology that's going to give you immediate benefits, immediate results. And if this is something that really is valuable to you, if you find this valuable, share this video with others who you think will also find it valuable. And also subscribe to my email list at productdevelopmentcareersecrets.com, and I will send you my free mini course, 8 Mindsets to Take Control of Your Career in Product Development. So I'm going to explain this tool, which I call my career one-pager, by telling you about a portion of my career. And there was a point that I had started as a lone test engineer in a team, and I then built that team over 4 or 5 years to 15 people, and I had about $3 million a year budget for equipment. And over time, I'd been at this company now for 9 years. I got to the point where, it's time for something else. And I was trying to decide where was I going to go. I started at this company. There were 35 people. We now had 1,000 people, mostly in Vancouver, and some in San Diego. We had some in Germany, and I was looking for something different. So what you want to always be doing in your career is always looking at what is the next step. Where are you going to go next? What are the couple of options you have to go next? What skill sets are going to be required there? What money can you make there? Are you going to have to relocate? So you want to always have in your mind where you could potentially go next, what your options are. And the second thing you want to do is you want to be always revisiting that. Now, I think you only need to do this maybe for an hour once a month. That's enough. Sit down with it once a month, brainstorm, imagine, dream, do a little bit of research of what's required. The point is that if this is on your mind, if you are thinking about your career, thinking about where your career is going, you are going to see things. When information comes up or somebody talks about something, you're going to be able to use that and implement it into your path forward. Now, I think it's important only to be thinking 1 or 2 steps forward at a time. Because remember, I told you that random events occur, opportunities come up that could be great for you. And if you think too far down the road, you might not take advantage of those things. So I think only 1 or 2 steps is good. If you do a little bit more, it's not the end of the world. But focus on where you're going to go next and when. What skills are required? Do you really want to do that? Okay, so let's get back to my career. So I was a test engineering manager. I had this team and I thought, what can I do next? I think it was time for something else. And really, I was thinking about leaving the company. But the options I looked at is stay within the company and grow to a larger set of responsibilities for test engineering, for other product lines, other projects as well. Continue to grow in that test engineering area. Second option was to maybe move into a different area, stay within the company. And that could have been anything from manufacturing or sales. There are always lots of options when you have a decent sized company. I even considered, should I do an MBA? And I researched that. I talked to a number of people who had done MBAs, got some great advice from a friend who had done his MBA at Harvard. So those were my options. Ultimately, I decided to go to another startup company and take on the role of manager of product development. So that would be expanding from test engineering. I'd be responsible for design, testing, and project management within a product development team. And I was going to be able to build this team from the ground up. Starting with only 2 existing employees, I built it to 25 people. So I then worked at that place, that company, for 3.5 years. Probably about 2.5 years into it, maybe 3, I started to act on what my next step was going to be. And I had already decided my next step was to start a new company. And the reason I actually acted on that was a colleague who I'd previously worked with, a previous manager of mine, was now a partner in a new venture capital firm. And he and I had talked about and developed some ideas together. So now I had an opportunity that I wouldn't have seen a year previously, an opportunity to start a company, have it funded, and get some great connections. So I then moved on into being the founder of a venture capital backed startup technology company. So I hope that's some good examples where you get a sense of what I'm talking about here. Now, send me some questions, Send me questions if there's anything else you want to know about this. Tell me what resonated with you, what your questions are, and tell me what else you would like to learn about. Okay, so share this video with anyone who you think could help, could benefit from it, could get some help from this video. Share this and go out and create some value for others.